homes and buying, different things. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly what he's doing. So, I mean, I haven't seen him. Haven't seen him in quite some time.
Saying like that, people's getting money, man. Things change. I don't care whether it's your father, mother, whoever.
100 million. If he's burning through 5, 6, 7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities.
After the reported $42 million collapse surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr., even members of his family have started speaking out. His father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., revealed that what began as a simple conversation about a car eventually turned into a heated argument that caused a serious rift between them. Reflecting on the situation, he reportedly said, "When money comes, people change," expressing his disappointment about how fame and wealth affected their relationship.
We had, at one time, we was coming up, we have never had an argument in our life, me and him. Then we had an argument on what was the name of it? HBO. We was on HBO. Then another time we argued over by the car. I'm saying, man, what is all this about now? I'm just saying, and we never had no argument. All of a sudden, I don't know. I'm just telling you, man. It is or it ain't. Sometimes, hey, when people it ain't about me training or anything like that. People's getting money, man. Things change. I don't care whether it's your father, mother, whoever. Father, mother, brother, sister, name it. If sometimes when people get money.
Jeff Mayweather also shared his thoughts, expressing both confusion and concern about Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent lifestyle. He admitted that he no longer fully understands what Floyd is doing, pointing to his habit of buying buildings and jumping from one business venture to another. According to Jeff, Floyd's life after retirement appears somewhat chaotic. He also highlighted the irony of Floyd stepping away from boxing, only to keep returning through exhibition fights. From Jeff's perspective, it seems like Floyd has struggled to let go, not just of the spotlight, but also of the money.
I have no idea. I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily see Floyd very much, so we don't really get a chance to talk very much, and so I don't really know what's going on with him. I know he's doing things that to better his life, like buying homes and buying different things, and so I mean I don't know exactly what he's doing. So I mean I haven't seen him in quite some time, and I haven't heard about him talking about doing any more exhibitions.
At one point, Floyd Mayweather Jr. famously bragged, "When it comes to legalizing bank robbing, I'm the best." The statement reflected both his extreme confidence in business and the bold, sometimes arrogant image he projected to the public. He made that comment during the peak of his career, when he was turning major fights into massive multi-million-dollar paydays. But looking back now, those words seem less like a boast and more like a hint at the kind of risky financial behavior that may have followed. The same confidence that helped him dominate the sport might also have blinded him to the potential dangers ahead.
A quick heist. I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. At the end of the day, I'm the smart one. Because I don't care if you write good about me, you write bad about me, just keep writing about me.
A former business associate of Floyd Mayweather Jr. once shared a surprising claim about his finances. According to him, Floyd was allegedly spending more money than he was bringing in, even during the peak of his success. At times it appeared as if he were earning enormous amounts every month, yet his expenses were reportedly even higher. Important obligations like taxes, bills, and other payments were often ignored or delayed. Over time, that kind of financial mindset made it difficult to maintain such massive wealth, and the money reportedly began to disappear under the pressure of constant, unchecked spending.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes. We
I see what you're
say
saying.
we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
A fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out, like whatever the tab is. You know, he should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it. Some different countries be wanting different things. Think about it. How many times have, you know, we've been involved with something and we go, nah, man, we just throw some paper at it. And I'm talking back in the days when we was doing our little 1-2s.
Correct.
And nah, they don't want to drop the case. You'd be like, I'll put the money up for the lawyer. I'll put the money up for the bail. They don't want to drop it. And you find yourself 9-10 months later sitting there like, oh shit, this is getting real. So I think that's the problem he going through. I think it may be getting real.
Wow. That's crazy, man. And you would figure his big homie Al Heyman would rectify it.
Al's a powerhouse. Al's that dude. Al should be able to rectify anything. He's a Harvard lawyer.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always taken pride in being his own boss. He negotiates his own deals, signs his own checks, and doesn't like answering to anyone. That independence played a huge role in helping him dominate the boxing world. However, that same approach hasn't always worked as well in business. In the financial world, surrounding yourself with experienced advisors and experts is usually seen as a smart strategy, not a weakness. But Floyd's determination to handle everything on his own has reportedly led to risky investments and questionable financial decisions.
Floyd Mayweather, after the Aaron Chambers fight, went to Monaco and put 11 million on black. 50 million on black.
Everyone earns their own money. You do what you want with your money. Right?
Yeah.
But to an extent, I don't respect it because you're someone that's in such a seat of influence. Especially when like, we were younger, we used to look up to Floyd. And what's he teaching the guys coming up? Well, spunk your money on the casino,
dumb shit.
Work so hard to get it, and then throw it away in the casino. Like, come on, man.
That's the thing. It's like that lifestyle. Floyd is not. Why do you think he come back doing exhibitions and that, bro?
True.
Probably, I don't think Floyd. Don't get me wrong.
I think his level of broke is our level of rich.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always had a flair for dramatic moments. One of the most memorable examples was when he made a grand entrance into Mexico riding on a tank, showing just how far he was willing to go to grab attention. But this love for theatrics often comes with a heavy price, involving huge amounts of money spent on spectacles that don't really hold any long-term value. What might seem like simple showmanship can sometimes reflect something deeper, a strong need to maintain a powerful public image, even when that image may no longer match reality. One of the more concerning allegations came from Gervonta Davis, who was once mentored by Floyd Mayweather Jr. Davis, claimed that Floyd was at one point detained in Dubai over unpaid debts related to expensive jewelry purchases. If true, the situation could suggest that Mayweather has occasionally struggled to keep up with the very lifestyle he helped popularize. The fighter who was once seen as nearly untouchable is now surrounded by rumors of financial trouble, rumors that even the flashiest posts on social media may not be able to hide.
Speechless if this is true, but Floyd Mayweather is held hostage in Dubai. Gervonta Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. Then Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
Yo, them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia.
And Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like 2 years ago, said that Floyd is actually broke. And it low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
There appears to be a repeated pattern in the financial behavior attributed to Floyd Mayweather Jr., acquiring expensive luxury items and then allegedly delaying payments or avoiding them altogether. Some vendors and business contacts in Dubai reportedly began losing trust after several incidents where payments were not completed as expected. Living a lifestyle built on credit, image, and constant spending is difficult to maintain forever. Even the wealthiest individuals can struggle to stay financially stable if they continue ignoring their financial obligations.
The Tank's come out with a bit of a mad statement, and he said that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them, or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. So whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried to screw in the wrong people. But let me know what you guys think to this. Do you think that Floyd Mayweather is being held captive in Dubai? Or do you think this is just Tank Davis stirring up some stuff? Let me know in the comments. As always, a like, a favourite, save a share, all appreciated. Please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Peace out.
Gervonta Davis also hinted that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may struggle with the idea of other fighters surpassing him. While that attitude can be understood from a competitive perspective, it may also point to something deeper, an ego that finds it difficult to step aside. Floyd's strong desire to remain on top at all costs suggests he may fear being forgotten. However, this kind of mindset can sometimes hold back the very fighters he once helped develop, potentially harming his legacy instead of protecting it.
Mayweather set you up against Pedraza. Did you really think Pedraza was gonna beat you?
He didn't know how good I was and how I would have handled the situation, so he just threw me out there.
Why do you think he did?
He was hurt. He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt. He was just bad. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight? Benavidez. That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
You're next in line. Just so you're next in line.
Is there like a
the last question, guys? Is
there like a love-hate for like
yeah,
fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And
you're good, man.
And he because I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this, I'm that, and it just I don't know.
Despite Floyd Mayweather Jr. often claiming that he earned more than $350 million from certain fights, some sources suggest those numbers may have been exaggerated. Reports indicate that in several cases, the actual earnings were closer to around $60 million. This pattern of inflating income figures may have been part of an effort to maintain his larger-than-life image. However, it also raises questions about whether the immense wealth he frequently talks about is truly as large or as secure as fans have been led to believe.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love You love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And, you know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Podcaster Joe Rogan recently highlighted another possible warning sign involving Floyd Mayweather Jr., his alleged habit of neglecting taxes. According to Rogan, this pattern could be one reason why the Internal Revenue Service may be keeping a close eye on him. No matter how extravagant someone's lifestyle appears, it doesn't mean much to tax authorities. Falling behind on federal tax obligations can quickly turn into a serious legal problem, regardless of how many millions a person once earned.
He owes money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money, there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those.
Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn offered a blunt opinion about Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent career choices. According to Hearn, the constant exhibition fights and risky investments could be signs that Floyd is still chasing more money. For someone who was once believed to have earned more than enough, this ongoing pursuit stands out. Hearn suggested that the motivation might not only be about staying relevant in the spotlight, it could also be about maintaining financial stability.
How about Mayweather?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
not the biggest
I think that Mayweather was unquestionably one of the best ever. But I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to say he's not a true fighter because he fought everybody he could of his era. But he was a different kind of skill set, you know. He was very much hit and don't get hit, which is the art of boxing. I think sometimes when these guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff, it just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money.
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years.
the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending...
It's a lot of expenses.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. was once widely admired, but that image now appears to be fading. Many fans have started questioning his credibility after reports suggested that several of his bold claims, particularly about owning certain properties, may not be accurate. For someone who built his entire public brand around success, wealth, and dominance, revelations like this can be extremely damaging. The growing skepticism among fans is becoming one of the clearest signs that his once untouchable reputation may be starting to decline.
Hey, who said Floyd ain't still out here doing big deals? Money Mayweather just inked a massive $402 million real estate deal in New York City, buying up 60 apartment buildings from Black Spruce Management, the equivalent of 1,000 apartment units. Now, Floyd said the goal is to be able to provide affordable housing to families that need it. Most of the units are located in Upper Manhattan. And he said that when he was a kid, his dream was just to be able to own a home and that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. Damn, Floyd just bought the block. I'm proud of Floyd. He's come a long way. This is a guy who was once seen burning money in a nightclub. He spent $17 million on a watch. Not to pocket watch him, but people looked at him for years like, yo, he wastes a lot of money. Does he ever give back? And now he's providing affordable housing? Damn, Money Mayweather's come a long way. This is a real good look. It shows evolution. It shows maturity. Not to mention, it's always great to see another person of color become a landlord in New York City.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And on a point like this, because all of we're in New York City right now, we're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. often showed off what he claimed was his ownership of valuable land in New York City, presenting it as proof of his smart investment choices. However, some insiders now suggest that those claims may have been exaggerated. If that is the case, it could point to a concerning pattern of creating an image of success that may not fully match the actual facts.
If that's safe to say, I should say.
But we might see it more in New York, maybe?
Well, I live in New York.
I know. Well, dude, by the way, I saw you bought like 40 apartments or something.
Well, no, actually,
I think you bought New York. I mean, oh my God.
I didn't buy New York, but I feel like everyone should own a piece of the earth. And I feel like you can't go wrong with New York real estate. So what I did was, in one of my portfolios, because I don't know the exact number, because they said if you know how much money you got, you really don't have no money. So if you know how many buildings you got, you don't really have no buildings. So I think I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more.
Joe Rogan offered another perspective on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s obsession with luxury. According to Rogan, the endless display of diamond watches, exotic cars, and designer clothing may not be only about showing status. It could also be a way of hiding deeper insecurities. For someone who often claims to be untouchable, Floyd can appear surprisingly eager for validation. True confidence, after all, usually doesn't require constant public display.
The only person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, constantly flashing money, $1 million watches, you know, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still fucks everybody up. Yeah. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline. Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying, he's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. I mean, the dude was always
One of the most revealing moments in Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s personal story came from his former close friend 50 Cent. During a difficult period when Floyd was facing jail time, 50 Cent reportedly stepped in to help manage parts of his business and even invested around $2 million into Mayweather Promotions. However, according to 50 Cent, Floyd later denied ever asking for that help and never repaid the money. The disagreement eventually led to a major fallout, bringing their longtime friendship to an end.
50 Cent and Mayweather.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened?
As he was actually going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions. As he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC. So technically, Floyd is a golden boy fighter. They build the whole show. Yeah. When he comes home, there's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign, where, you know, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying a new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that. When he finally does bring up the actual situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell you how to do that. I didn't tell you to do that. Like, Floyd, he ain't that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, man, like if they push me to a certain point, I'll mess up in front of everybody. Cause it's just the way I'm brought up. Like, I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to. I've always had where I'm going, home to get me.
In a recent video, Floyd Mayweather Jr. made it clear that money is the one thing he refuses to compromise on. He suggested that while he might be willing to make adjustments in other areas, even in boxing, finances are a line he will not cross. On the surface, that level of determination might seem admirable. However, in reality, such a rigid stance has often drawn him into unnecessary conflicts and strained or even broken several important relationships along the way.
One thing is that we can't fuck up the money. We can't fuck up the money no matter what. We can fuck up a lot of things. We can fuck up the club. We can fuck up a house. We can fuck up a car, but we can't fuck up the money.
So you mean to tell me at the minute where your uncle and...
I knew a fine was coming instantly.
You knew a fine was coming?
I knew it.
But not one piece of your thing said, let me go snuff.
I couldn't do it.
Judah real quick.
No.
No?
I was already taking care of business.
Okay, all right. You said, fuck that, let's stay on the back.
I mean, my thing was this.
Mm-hmm.
We're professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm not an amateur.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is not a street fight.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're a professional and you're a veteran, you got experience.
That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and make sure you stay tuned for more updates and stories like this. Until next time.